Come on. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out now. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Alright, check it out. On a sunny morning, I touch the sky. Next morning, I touch your heart. Lost the start. I play my role, but I rip the mic apart. Do what I got to do, the place is far. I'ma put it down, seek you don't drown anymore. From the moment I saw you, it's all wrong. Hard to believe to a bit like me. Used to have 7 women, every tail would be. Playtime, I put out behind. Said I'm sorry, I got to go for the side. Line to the man, I am high. To the place no human has ever even tried. So I got to go, I got to go. All I want is for you to stay. Man at the grave resurrected. Now he's connected. The concession just damn it by you. Sing. Come on. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out now. Take a deep breath, 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 deep breath. If you feel the pulse and touch the sky, come on. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out now. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. I won't deny that I used to play. Young days are done things that I can't even say. Time to make up my day. God, it's so hard to regulate till I met her yesterday. How's the dirt? And you're the purifier. I'm the gasoline bar. You're the fire. Keep it in the DL. No inquire. Which makes me wanna talk like Esquire. I don't wanna partial, I want to entire. Buy any juice and gold sapphire. Craft some joke, sometimes satire. We'll be careful not to get too damn tired. Making sure that I take you higher. When we have a baby, we need to try it. That's what makes me most inspired. Hope the same goes with you, baby girl. Come on.
Yo, we're live. Thursday Night Max. That's right, 2 days of actually streaming. And this year we're kicking it off by multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch. The VOD will be available on both. Like I said in the title, 5 possible decks. I love the future of Cub Ramp. I love seeing how this deck slides into Lorwyn pretty much effortlessly. It gains a couple of pieces. It doesn't lose momentum. Cub Ramp is primarily where I want to be at, especially because I have it built in paper. But Mono Black Midrange, I was talking earlier in the Discord about how this deck in particular really good at hating out most other things right now. It's got a lot of really great pieces, a lot of really great things you can do. It has engines, creature-based engines. It's got, you know, Unholy Annex. It's got access to a lot of board wipes, a lot of hand hate. So I like where this deck is at right now. Boros Tokens is always one of my winningest decks. Whatever iteration we play in Standard in the last few years, it does well. And this deck also doesn't lose momentum. It does pick up a few pieces. I'm interested to see how I can build it out into the next iteration. Lesnia Cage is a personal project I'm working on. Trying to include a little bit of the Cub package in there to ramp up into the bigger cards. And, man, let me tell you, I also like the possibility of this deck being a sneaky favorite, you know, a shadow candidate for breaking into the meta. And last but not least, Golgari Midrange. Cub package, ramp package, plus some of the dragons in there and some of the capabilities of what you can hate out with black, all in one package. I love this hybrid deck right now, and midrange is still alive and well. Anytime midrange is healthy, I always think Magic is healthy. So glad to see that. How's it going, ICPJs? Thank you for being here, girl. Really appreciate you. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by playing a little bit of Cub Ramp, at least 3 sets. Let's see how it goes. Alright, interested to see what the arena meta looks like. Sort of a lame duck period, you know, right before a set release, but, you know, now that I say that, I have to say, like, what does lame duck even mean anymore? The fact that we're seeing releases every couple of months means that there really are no lame duck periods. Moving way too fast for those, so... Alright, facing off against number 237 in Mythic, and we're still just in Diamond. Wish I could be in Mythic to take advantage of the fact that they're so highly ranked if I win. You know, I get that big boost, but it's not happening. We're gonna have to figure it out. This is a risky, risky hand. I'm gonna keep it. Just because. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit tonight. We're gonna keep it. There is a path. Assuming they don't remove this Llanowar elf. Turn 1. Let's see what happens. Alright, they did not. Go ahead and play another mana dork. Alright, so they're playing no interaction yet. That's good for us. And bring in the Temur Cub. And go Boroid. Pressure on early. What's up, Casual Spike? Thanks for being here, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, that Day of Judgment hurts a lot. That Day of Judgment hurts a lot. See if we can get a land here. Okay. Ah, here we go. This is the arena deck, arena only deck that you hate to see. You hate to see Glorious Synthesizer. You know, God, this is why I used to pack Cease and Desist. We're gonna start off easy with a little Cub ramp, a little Temur Cub ramp. Still modifying, still working on this deck. It looks like we're gonna have to give up this matchup. I don't think this is happening. See if I have the sideboard. Aetherize is probably okay into this deck. Their primary way of beating me is through those tokens. I'm gonna have to give it up. They're gonna counter this. Yep. Go ahead and concede. Don't see a way through. Not with the main deck. Okay. Braid, Origin of Metal Bending. Aetherize. Don't want to slide too heavy into our sideboard. We are on the play. Origin Metal Bending over Braid. Matchup, of course. Want to protect your creatures. You also want to be able to destroy. Braid's 3 damage mode doesn't do too much in this matchup. By the time they have creatures on the board, they're way bigger than... See if we can pull it off this time. Thanks for coming by. You're welcome anytime to the stream. Love to see you in my chat. Posting up the VODs on YouTube afterwards, so I'm gonna get back to sort of building up my YouTube channel. Random encounter. Ooh. Need a Great Divide Guide. Actually, doing okay. Just in case we drew something playable, we had that mana there. Hopefully we get to random encounter next turn. It is a very finicky deck. It is very glass canny. I often use it as a modern example of Tybalt's trickery decks in terms of sharing that trait of being very loose cannony. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Get a Multiversal Passage and a Quantum Riddler. Think about it until it's too late. Focus on getting random encounter out, but we already had our 2 written. Here comes, oh, okay. Alright, let's do it. Dino slots, baby. Didn't quite pay off there that time. Single Ouroboros would have done it. Single Crater Hoof would have done it. What's up, Gilbot? How's it going, my man? How's the house hunt, dog? How are you feeling lately, bro? Do it again. There we go. Max damage. Alright, we earned our game 3 right there. Get it? Defensive now that we're on the draw. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, but hope it gets better for you. Sending good vibes your way. Oh my god, my allergies are killing me, even though it's like dead of winter. I don't know what it is in the winter time that gets me. Some people say it's like ragweed or something. I don't know. Hard to keep this. Although, right? Could draw into something. This is a rough hand. Is my mic super quiet? Get a little closer. Go with the Leyline Weaver, Spider Manifestation, whatever you want to call it. He's a little deaf sometimes, but I always pay attention when he says that my mic is quiet because he's right also a lot. Hey, let's go. Got to get rid of one of their synthesizers. I love it. We could have Quantum Riddlered there. It would have untapped the Leyline Weaver. How about that too late? Okay, it's okay to slow roll right here. That's not an artifact. Play the next spider manifestation. Get there. We'll get there. A third synthesizer. Imagine that. Oh, we don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have the red mana. Go overboard. Let's put some pressure on him. This is rough, not gonna lie. Don't know that we get out of this one alive. Cub would be good. Cub or Nature's Rhythm. Be good, right? There's a Cub. Might be too late. Thought they had something to kill the Riddler there. I haven't looked at this card often enough. Fomori Vault. Need a board wipe. Chances are good that they have it. But I think probably dead right here. The only way we win is if they don't wipe the board after this attack. Here it comes. We're about to find out. Yep. Damn arena meta, y'all. Alright. That's their 4th synthesizer. We started this match by killing 3. That's exactly what I was just thinking. You read my mind, Casual Spike. You read my mind. It's not a real deck anyway. Nobody plays this in paper. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're right. I could go after this match and be salty, go grab Cease and Desist, right? And throw that in there. Cease and Desist is okay against the Monument version of Is It Lesson. That's not every Is It Lessons deck. So it's such a small percentage of the meta, it's not worth going and doing. I think we did right. I think bringing in the hate pieces on Synthesizer, whether it was Origins of Metal Bending or Abrade, was the right move. But as you saw, they found all 4 of them. It's like what can you do against that kind of luck? Not much. The game was lost on a dice roll. Yeah, you pick one of the modes. I think the 2-paw mode is you pick Artifact or Enchantment, and you destroy all of that one. It's not as good against Monument Lessons, right? Because you only get one of the 2. I like Cease and Desist better because it gets rid of both. But we're playing with... We have to slide out our Frostcliff Sieges to do that as well, so that we don't hurt ourselves. That being said, I think if you're facing this deck a lot for some reason, or it starts to get really popular on Arena, then yeah, I think Season of Growth, or whatever it's called, I forget, Season of Gathering, I don't know. Anyway, whatever that card is, the Green Seasons card, it's probably a good choice. Okay. Yeah, so we can go 2, and then we can go 5. Cool. 5. We can go 2, and then also go 5, but we gotta manually tap our mana here. Okay. Wanted to happen. Stand a little bit better of a chance now. See what happens though. Alright, don't count your chickens. I think it's Season of Gathering. Weaving, I think, is blue. I'm not sure. I haven't played those cards enough. They just kind of sit in my sideboard and never see play. At least in the past. Season of Loss is the black one. Yeah, that was an awesome turn. Hopefully it helps us to push through next turn with the Behemoth. Like that. So obviously we go here. Question is, do we take that or what? I think we take it. I think we take the 2, we go to 1. God, I hate this deck so. Think about playing this because it adds a number to that. Doesn't really matter though. We can't win with the Behemoth. Yeah. I'd have the aerial blockers. No. Okay. See what happens. I don't think they have a way of doing direct damage, if I'm correct. Now, the card pool in Standard is pretty large, so you never know. Like, back in the day, man, when it was just 3 sets a year or whatever, it was different times, you know. You could reliably know what your opponent was playing. Nowadays, man, people will sneak in something from Foundations that you don't know about or whatever, in a color that isn't supposed to have that sub-archetype. Win. I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright. They don't have the mana, I don't think. Activate that. Yeah, sure, we're gonna lose both of these. But we'll live. Live to fight another day. Okay. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Damn. I have it. You are correct, Casual Spike. You are. Have it. That's insane to think about. I'm just gonna do as much damage as I can on the way out. All I can do. Yeah, they got it. Oh well. Oh well. Like you said, not a real deck. Let's go for our second set of the night. Yeah, we're not making any adjustments based on that. God dang it. They always tempt me with these one land hands, man. Especially when they give me Riddler. See, I don't have any blue mana. We're gonna mulligan. I hate it, but we're gonna keep this one. Solely because, Siege, Riddler. Hopefully we just draw something else. Oh, yeah. Hidden Binding, yeah. Oh man. Honestly, looking at Boros tokens. Looking at Boros tokens. I talked a little bit about that in the Discord today. What do we want to do? We want to counter whatever they're about to do. That's what we want to do. Yeah, we want to counter that stock up. Here, say TT. Aurora Awakener combo? Well, thanks. Glad you think of me so highly. Oh, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be quite interesting. I already have a few cards picked out. I'm going to save it for the Rebel Cast. I'll have my own top 5. You got to do it like every other content creator. You got to only talk about your top 5 on your one YouTube show. I'm the hardest working man in MTG show business. I know how ridiculous I sound, y'all. Y'all don't have to tell me. Alright, let's go. 10 damage. That's what's up. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring them out. Ooh. Didn't even think about Enduring Curiosity. You know, I might just do that. Week 1, here's the thing. I've had differing philosophies. Maybe chat can help me out with this. I've had differing philosophies over time since I've started, like, streaming. It's been, like, 5 years. I've been streaming for 5 years, y'all. That's insane to think. Anyway, when it comes to a set release in Standard, you can take 2 philosophies. One, you could, hang on, let me sideboard real quick. Focus on the sideboard. I'll go into what I'm talking about. I think this is a traditional Azorius control. I'm gonna bet that it need these. Drawing cards is helpful. I don't think we're gonna be able to play close random encounter or nature's rule, for that matter. I have to rely on being a bit defensive towards counter spells and board wipes. Okay. 2 differing philosophies. On the one hand, play whatever the fuck you want, right? Like, watch your favorite streamer on early access, look for good interactions, build the deck you want to play that's fun. And there's a lot of benefits to that. The upside, of course, is you enjoy the new set, you learn about the new set's mechanics, you get to experiment more than other players do. And traditionally, this is the approach of the more casual, like, oh god, no shout out pun intended, casual spike. But this is, seriously, like, this is the approach of the casual spike. You know, you want to have fun, but you also want to win. So you pull out the biggest possible combo to get there. The other approach, which I've adhered to for the most part, and I might shift over to the first approach, is essentially to do the opposite, which is to continue playing what has been working and let the other players, you know, have the... make them have to, you know, build their own incentive for playing something else. I think that's Athena's approach. If you talk to Athena in the chat or in the Discord, that's sort of her take on things. So, my reason for switching from that, though, is Arena Ladder, I have found out in the last couple of years, is very different from Paper Ladder. Going back to Paper, I realized, like, Paper play is very tight. Slots are very important. Whereas on Arena, folks can just pretty much play whatever the hell they want and get away with it a lot more often. You know what I mean? Let's go Siege. I know we're playing aggressively here, even though I said we were just supposed to be playing defensively, but we're getting rid of their resources. They're draining their resources, and I like that. Exactly. 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 That's exactly what I want to do. So, yeah, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna go with the former philosophy over the latter this time. I'm gonna experiment like hell. Who knows? The upside to that is, you could break the meta. You could find the one thing that actually breaks the meta. Nope. Gotta love this card. Denied. You gotta deny them, consult the star charts, and stock up. You gotta deny those cards. Yeah. Yeah, we all know the Cub decks are good. All know that. That being said, the Cub decks do get some additions. Right? There's some broken stuff about the Cub decks coming. Vaccine Squelcher? Oh my god, I gotta get a playset of those. Not just for the Cub deck, but also for a couple of other ideas I've got. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. It is. It is definitely a unique situation. We'll see how they execute it. I honestly, I mean, y'all know me. If you've seen any of my past content, you know how jaded I am on WotC and whether they're really going to be capable of pulling that off. They'll probably fumble the ball. They'll probably fumble the bag, too. Kind of hoping they do so things change back a little bit, so that they realize, like, hey, we need to rein in all this experimentation with sets and set design and all that. See if they actually learn the lesson, though, right? Okay. I don't want a Quantum Riddler, but you can't grab a Quantum Riddler with just this mana, so... I'm wanting Enduring Curiosity over an Ouroboros here. I just do. It survives. God dang it. See, then they gummy up the board. Dude, 4, 6. I'll hold. See if this stays. God dang it. Well, they're not interacting at least. Get to continue with our plan. Three, 5. Could actually go Quantum Riddler here. Actually, do I want to? I think I do want to. See? Roundabout ass way to get to Ouroboros, but still. We got there. See, they were ready to return to hand stuff. Found our Ouroboros, so that was the upside of it that way. Didn't matter, though. Did not matter what we found. Okay, game 3. Oh, God. How long is Foundations legal? Till, 29? I can't remember exactly what date they set for Foundations to stop being legal. They need to... I know it's a replacement for core sets, but they need to... I don't know. Yeah, what's your take, chat? Was the power level of Foundations appropriate for how they're using it? They need to add more cards? They need them to be more powerful, more power crept? Or what did it kind of hit the baseline for you in terms of power level of average card from the set, or what we need for standard? Definitely something to think about. Alright. Did we change anything here? Bring this back in. Play more aggressively this time. 22 sets legal come January 1st, 2027. Yeah, there's just no way. There's just no way. Now that's insane. Technically no end date, at least 5 years. I wonder, I didn't think about that phrase, at least. It's doing a lot of work. Or it could be doing a lot of work. We'll see, I suppose. God dang, that's intimidating. They're turning Standard into, like, Pioneer Junior. I know. Imagine that. Corey Stillcutter, VV, Boomerang, the new draw 3 card only costs 2 mana. Like, I can't, man. This is wild. Wild times. Red? I didn't even realize they were playing red. Oh, they were playing Azorius. Oh god, I wonder what they, wonder if they're gonna Clarion Conqueror me. I better play all my Riddlers now. Draw all my lands and flood right away before the Clarion Conqueror comes out. I hate it here. Oh man. Yeah, get it out of your system. Oh my god. Deck does not like me today. Does not. I need draws random encounter. Casual play. The larger a format, the stronger blue becomes, just as Garfield intended. Oh my god. I'm gonna go ahead and play Riddler. This is insane. I need that Frostcliff Siege like 3 turns ago. I would have done so much damage already. I do think Foundations is underpowered. I think that's intentional, and I think that's okay. My question is it too underpowered? I mean, it's supposed to be lasting, what, 5+ years? Is it, I mean, with the way Standard gets power crept, do you think by the time 2027, 2028, 2029 roll around, this card's still going to be relevant? Like, a lot of them already aren't, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know that they will be. Access to 6 mana. Time for Riddler. This is ridiculous, y'all. This is ridiculous. Drawing nothing but lands. I'm gonna draw all our lands before I find a single random encounter. That is exactly correct. And it was interesting what sort of kindred or you know, archetypes they brought into it. Cats. So many cats in the deck. I mean, in the set. Like, it's interesting. Cats are gonna be relevant for a while. 4, 5. Let's go with another Riddler. Ooh. Go with one of these. Nice. And the fact that Frostcliff Siege landed, that is the difference maker right now. Although, if it had landed before we played all these Riddlers in Warp mode, that would have been wild. We would already have won. Okay. So we're going to counter there for a second. We got this. I feel like we got this. It might take a second, but I feel like we got this. They do have access to Jeskai Revelation. I hate that card so much. Matchup between Jeskai Control and this deck is just, we gotta go fast. We gotta beat them before they have access to that card. Put that on 4. Hold up some mana. If we can that's it. Do it. Oh! Oh, I told y'all I love that card. My opponent just used it on me. Don't sleep on Aetherize. Pretty good. I have 2 in the sideboard in this deck. Pretty good. Thing's good enough, though. There it is. There it is. Interesting. Okay. Starting to worry now. You have double Frostcliff Siege. I don't know that it's good as a 2 of right now in this matchup. Probably only need 1 to land and stick. Think. Ah, no. I didn't want to do the warp mode. God dang it. Oh, actually, maybe I did. I did want to do the warp mode. I didn't think about it, but I had another creature that I drew right there. Oh, I can't believe we got there. Max damage all 9s. Jesus. Woo, feels good to beat the Jeskai matchup. Now that matchup right there, that exact deck is what took me down SCG twice. Probably the reason I got eliminated is round 1, Jeskai Control. Round 2, Jeskai Control. By that time, I was so demoralized, man. Oh my god. But we got there. We got there. I learned my lessons. You know, that's the thing, though. As much as I said on the day that I went to Spotlight Atlanta that I probably should have spent that money at local RCQs, like in Stone Mountain, you know, with a smaller crowd, smaller pool of players, smaller pool of decks. you know, the meta percentages probably would have matched up with what I predicted going in. You know, I predicted 5% Jeskai control, ran into, actually, I think at the end of the day it was like 7% was Jeskai control, and we ran into 2 of them in the first 2 rounds. So the odds were really low that I was going to run into that deck, so I was not prepared. But now I'm trying to find cards that sort of, you know, like for example, pushing 2 Spider Senses into the main. I had 4 in the sideboard all that day. I should have had 2 in the main. I should have been ready for that match game 1. Probably would have came out with not that bad of a record. Probably could have qualified for day 2. But, you know, you play at these big things, these big events, and you learn. You learn the hard lessons. That's put in our time. We got to put in our 10,000 hours, so to speak. So I don't regret going and playing at a big event like that. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of people. But I will continue post Lorwyn to sort of try to local, you know, stomp out some RCQ, see if we can qualify local. Because I do think that Cub Ramp, obviously it's good, but I think it's the winner coming up post Lorwyn. That's gonna be my prediction. All right, promised you 3 sets with the deck. We're gonna do our third and final set with Cub Ramp. Swap on over to something else at the half here. So we're coming up on an hour. I was able to play 6 sets in an hour and 10 minutes Tuesday night, so that was wild how fast we were able to play those. We weren't playing with like aggro decks. We were playing with Cub Ramp and Mono Black Midrange. That's another color that I think is sneaky good. Black. Not sure if black by itself is good enough. I do think Golgari is probably a little bit better at the moment, but nonetheless, that's a sneaky deck. All right, if we had access to blue mana, I'd actually keep the 1-lander because, you know, we could Riddler our way through, but don't. We will, however, keep this hand. I think actually right here we put back the seed. There's a path. Oh god, against mono red. Oof, that don't feel so good. Let's go Gene Pollinator. Let's play our sequence here and see what happens. Might get there. Let's see. Cub. Get a Cub. Chance. Not get a Cub. Hate having to do that. Had to try. Had to try something. They got it. Even if we go here. First lightning. That was a very unfortunate mulligan to have to take. Ugh, that was rough. Okay, so what do we want here? Want my 1 strength of will. Want my braids. Actually, keep those in. Counter spells into red is a little silly. As much as I'd love to, you know, throw them off their game, prowess triggers still go off. You know what I mean? Why do these decks test me? You know what? Risk it for the biscuit. Fuck it. Let's go. This is the only deck I can potentially keep one-landers with. Just because Quantum Riddler, just because Temur Cub, they give you some viability, some chance. God dang it. See? Playing against mono red, though, I should know better. Yeah, running into your worst matchup first can really demoralize you. It can really set you back, even when you have the winnable matchups later, right? Yeah, that's what happened to me. Go, go, go. We gotta go fast. Okay. I want to win this matchup. I want to earn our game 3 here, at least. At least earn our game 3. Alright. Alright. Two, 4, 6. All right, we got there. Let's go to game 3. Whew. We are going to bring in Aetherize this time. You always have it, right? Yeah. You always have it. That is correct. Think we can do this. I think this hand will work. We'll see. So we get to go breeding pool first, untapped or tapped. Like Aetherize is going to come in handy. Really? Saving it. Okay. Yeah. I know this is a risk. My bet is, though, they will attack before they cast, like, Lightning or Helix on the Great Divide Guide. That's my guess. If they're smart, though, if they think I have Aetherize, they will kill the Great Divide Guide main phase 1. Do what they do. Okay. Sure. Go Cub. Go double Lanoir into Uroboroid. Make them use whatever removal. Or Nova Hellkite to kill one of these things. Uses up a chunk of their mana. That's my plan. What do they do here? I knew they had removal. Now that we have the lands, though, Uroboroid do its thing. Okay. Cast this. Been tapped. One of these. Start to hit. Scary. Very scary. Okay. See it. Think. I threaten at least. Him. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We played the best line we could. I have no regrets on that. Alright, so we lost the synthesizer. We beat Jeskai Control. We lost to Mono Red. First match I don't care about if I'm thinking about, you know, how competitive this deck is in paper. Second match, we're very proud of that win. Feel really good about that one. That's our worst matchup. It's pretty much a 40-50 or 40-60 in favor of Jeskai in that one. Mono Red, I would like to beat more often than not, but you know, it's a crapshoot. We lost to the roll of the dice on that, so I don't feel too bad about that loss. I still feel like I played it the best I could. So overall, still, you know, even though we're 1-2 with Cub ramp tonight, I still feel pretty good about it. That being said, let's go ahead and switch on over to something different. Okay. So, all these possibilities, Lesney Cage being the jankiest. Not sure I want to put myself through that for the next 3 sets. I want to refine that deck just a little bit more. Golgari Midrange is pretty damn good. Boros Tokens is a lot of fun. Mono Black Mid did well last night. But let's switch it up. Let's go over to Boros Tokens. Play some with that one for our second half. Alright, so here's where we're at with it. Witchstalker's Frenzy main, I'm not that sure about. Especially in light of the fact that Jeskai Control is running around here. But it does get rid of their most common creatures. It doesn't get rid of Moraine River Regent, but it does get rid of Beza. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm thinking we sideboard this card for something like you know, possibly Get Lost or a Braid. I'm trying to think. I think we'll leave things as is for now and make adjustments according to how we how this plays out. Haven't gotten enough reps in with Boros to really modernize it. The deck's kind of just always been languishing in my deck list. And I pick it up whenever the moment is right for aggro. So we'll see how we do tonight out of 3 sets. Still a little optimistic, though, that this deck can go some places post Lorwyn. Be excited to show this deck off for y'all whenever that set releases. Econ Arena, the 20th, I believe. 4 days. Is that Sunday? No. Friday, Saturday. Monday. Getting a Monday release? We're getting a Monday release. As always, we'll come in with the draft tokens. We'll do some drafts. We'll rip packs. We'll build decks. We'll play what we build. Do a whole release day special. I try to be live for at least 3 hours on the. Now you're enjoying the sounds of the Streets of Rage 4 soundtrack. Been on my game soundtracks lately, mostly because I don't have to worry about YouTube copyright striking me, but also because that's just been what I've been listening to lately in general. Alright, Mulligan. picks here. Don't like Zenith in this hand, so we'll go back Zenith. Alright. Stadium Headliner. I like the Verge for Boros. I think the mana base works right now, especially because it comes in as white. Kind of need more white than red. Let's Seam Rip into Novice Inspector. Have a good night, Gilbot. Thank you for coming by as always. Really appreciate your support. Really appreciate your love. Hope you sleep well. Hope you have a great day tomorrow and get some rest. The Warriors call. I think the line is Suki main. Do what they do. Breakout. Oh, could be bad. Another FOMO. You get 2 combat steps. Roll versus Boros is always an interesting matchup. Standard. I do like that Gruul deck playing. Did play it for a few months during Duskmourn Standard. Indestructible. Double out. Got me. You got me. Good job. Okay. We might want Get Lost. Gonna want Devout Decree. Oh. Okay, maybe we don't want to braid. We are on the play. It's not overboard. Oh yeah, dude. Tomorrow I am going to pre-release, so I'll if I do go live, it'll be very short. It'll be for like 30 minutes to an hour, and it'll be just a report on what happened at pre-release, how I feel about the set, give a sort of preliminary set review, if you will. hate playing Ward in the Inner Sky turn 1. I've always hated that. To the point that I've reduced copies to 3 in recent times. Team rip. Get lost. Assemble players. I do like a one of this card. Pretty spicy. In Boros Aggro. Versa. A lot of hasty threats. There we go. Breakout. Uh-oh. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. Might have it here. Yep, they got it. Alright. Damn. 8 losing 2-0. Okay. Not sure what adjustments I make there. I think we just, 50-50 that matchup, right? Even though we lost 2-0, I think still a very 50-50. In particular, because they did find breakout, they did. Suppose we could go up on scene rep. Probably sideboard in. Cool. What do you keep? Give up the web stalker. Nice sleeves. Haven't seen these. Alright, we're about to get tested. Yes, I know I'm sacrificing a voice victory. I don't know what to do here. We're just kind of screwed. Got it. Yep. Damn, the deck hasn't gotten to pop off yet. Happy about that. Sometimes I wonder if it needs a 21st, 22nd land. It's a low curve, but it is pretty heavy in the mana value slot. Might take it over to Moxfield and analyze it. See if we need to add more. I'm noticing a drought situation more often than. As soon as I say that, the lands show it. Always bolt the bird. Clear's call here. Hold up, get lost. definitely sync that. So close. Oh, wait, we got it. Yes! Xaxes. Let's go. Game 3. Bring in split up. Head to Mulligan. Okay. I love that version of Stomping Ground, by the way. That was really... Love to have that in paper. Nope, you need a crew 4. Let's hold. Need to hold up, not on my watch. I thought. Perfect. Get Worley all out. Yeah. Damn, scrap shooter's gonna fuck me up. Like that. Okay. Couldn't overcome it. Did not have enough room. Deck's feeling a little underpowered, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and premature swap. We just went 2 sets up, 2 sets down with it. When I do that, I usually swap. So we will swap it up, and I'll get back to the drawing board. Like I said, I feel a lot better about this deck post Lorwyn release. So I'll be excited to show it off once that set hits. Oh well, can't win them all. Let's go ahead and jump over into something. So, you know, at this point, it's like I might as well play Selesnya Cage, right? See how our Golgari Midrange looks. There's some additions I'll make. This card slaps at the moment. The question with this deck is, what the hell are you ramping into? Right? Like, do we want Viviana Reed? Do we want Liliana? Do we want, there's some other things that we could want against specific matchups. I like Scavenger Regent here, especially if you're using Caustic Exile, if you're bringing in sort of an anti aggro package. We gotta have our hand 8, we gotta have our full sets of Intimidation Tactics and Duresses. We're up to 3 on Intimidation Tactics, 2 in the main, 1 this side. Strategic Betrayal is hot right now. We have access to all sorts of removal. We're gonna take out a copy of Stormbrood here. Go up the... Actually, what our curve kind of looks like. I think it's... Honestly, it's 1. Alright, that being said, what do we cut? Got a copy of it. I think that's what we do. Alright, what are we looking at? 25 lands? 24. Or split. Slightly more black than green is reflected in our mana base. Something else we haven't looked at is Earth Ascension, Might Form Harmonizer. We go to the landfall package. I don't really want to do that though. Not that there's anything wrong with those cards. Just inappropriate right now for this to be mixing archetypes in that way. So we'll go up one fabled passage. That does help us get a basic Realm of Co. That's what we'll do there. Alright, we'll go up to 25. Alright, we'll see if Golgari Midrange has what it takes. We'll play at least a couple of sets, maybe 3 if we have time permitting. Verges here are a little awkward. More black than green. And that's why I also went up on Fabled Passages. Should have cast it with Land of War Elves and not Blooming Marsh. That way we could have cast Demon Wall. That was a misplay. There's another card I need to throw in there, Virtue of Persistence. There's a lot of adjustments we need to make. I need to go look at my mono black mid-range list for some of those adjustments. Okay. Land City. I would have gone for 2. Alright, we found our annex. Does that work? Oh no, it's not there yet. Okay. Yeah, you still have to activate it. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with strategic rail at the right time here. Nice. There's Bloodletter. Should be game. Max damage. Let's go. All right. I don't think we go into Scavenger Regent Caustic Exile here. I think. I think we do want Maelstrom Pulse. Go. Do this. Hodgeford. Start drawing cards, baby. Go. Other removal. Go ahead and Failed Passage, get land out of the deck. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. We want. I thought. Buys us a turn. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, I need Deadly Cover Up. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll go to game 3. think this is what we have to do. Go into game 3 with Caustic and the Dragon package. Cool. Fatal. Okay, go. Relying too heavily on the Cub can backfire. I know that from experience. Oh, nice. We just go overboard here. Trade you. Two and then X for one. See that. Yeah. You know what else would be pretty good would be Massacre Worm. This deck. Alright. X1. Don't have the 5. Vivian Reed. Press him for Alright. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Let's go. Use opponent. Alright, one more. Let's do one more. Make a couple of adjustments. So we want Deadly Cover up. We're running in Badger Mole Cub enough that could get rid of 4 copies or however many copies of one of their lands. So thinking about the worm. We may want one on the side. Alright. That being said, give up. I'm crazy. I'm putting a Massacre Worm in there. What else do we want? When do we cut the Necropsy? Oh. Might be too niche. Alright, let's go. Massacre Worm can also be a win condition. If you have a Bloodletter of Aquazats out, you hit them with a Massacre Worm, you get them for enough, over. That's always fun when that pops off. Alright, final set of the night. Thank y'all for joining me. We're gonna hit a little bit of 2 hours. We will be back Saturday night. Like I said, if I do go live tomorrow, it'll be a brief 30-minute to 1-hour stream talking about my pre-release experience. It'll be the first pre-release I've attended in years, honestly. Getting back into paper, dipping my toes back in has been a good experience so far. I had a lot of fun at Spotlight Atlanta, and it encouraged me, along with a local friend, joined our Discord on Yeti. Practice a lot more paper. Oh, why did I do that? Go Llanowar Elves. Look at me, getting all distracted and excited. That's okay. That's okay. Hoping I would draw some removal or something to make up for it, but that did not happen. That's okay. Hashtag sometimes punished. Yeah, I think we're coming in with Caustic Exile and the Dragon package from the side on this matchup. Really, who the matchup is made for, honestly. See if they have it. They did. They had it. RC Revenant should help us, especially if they're running low on removal. Damn. Did not get our black though. Sucks. Alright, we know what we want to do sideboard wise. Triple Caustic. I think Tactics is good here. Triple Scav. Disruptive. We don't want Annex at all. We want to cut Annex entirely. Demon Walls also. Elves also. Actually, the Demon Walls can stay. Probably want that third Duress. Don't want Vivian Reed. Actually, no, we don't want to do it. We want Strategic Betrayal. Want Deadly Cover-Up. Go. I should have left in one copy of Anna. You're doing the work for them with Annex sometimes against Mono Red. Too fast. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. This feels like we're gonna flood. Cottage first. Covenant. Oh, why did I do that? I should put it on the Cub. What was I thinking? It might have cost us. Damn, you hate to fumble a match when you have a good sideboard plan. Not gonna matter. Damn. Hate to close out like this. Hoping for at least a game 3. Alright, you play, you learn. Alright. For all the duress at the worst possible time, right? Nothing. Fuck. Blood. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll be back Saturday night. Hopefully with some more inspired deck building. But I really do think there's something with Golgari. There's something there. I do think there's something with Boros post Lorwyn. I'll be excited to show off what some of those pieces are. Probably on Saturday. And then, oh yeah. Everybody enjoy your pre-releases tomorrow through the weekend. Let me know what you think of the set. Let me know how the draft setting feels, how it's sealed, how limited feels especially. And as I always say, be good to each other out there. Stay safe. Peace. Catch my VODs on my YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the Twitch. And that's it, guys. Have a good night. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great Friday. And I will see y'all this weekend.